right. Thank you, girl. You are always on time. How do you know, though? Hello. This is Spiritually Naima. How's everyone? Hello, witches. I'm here with my co-host, Oracle, Dove Aja. Say hello to him, Aja. Thank you, baby. I don't know how you know, but as soon as I click the button to go live, it's like you know, and you're on the other side of the room. How do you know, girl? Okay. So, anyways, yay, 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 yay. Undead goddess, you get the Bassa welcoming call. How are you doing? Like I was telling y'all, I don't know how long y'all been here and everything. I am here with a moment. Source has fed me and given me some downloads, and I want to share them with you all. Ain't that right, Ja? And so that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to share source. Okay. So, but first, let me acknowledge my chat. Hello, Sun Kissed Queen. Hey, TK Brantley. TK Brantley. Sorry about that. Hey, Umdi, where you been? Hello, Ashley. I said that one time before. I guess you get too welcoming. Hey, Saint Anne, you doing okay, Saint Anne? Okay then. Hi Matthew. Hey Tay. Hey Melanin Dawn, how you doing? You doing okay? Thank you for bringing the fire. Okay, when you get a chance, call me Melanin. Okay, okay, okay. Did I speak to you already? Okay, yes I did. Okay, I was just about to speak to you again too, Sunkissed Queen. You been doing okay? Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, Melanie says, hit that like button, family. Melanie, you was a moderator. I'm trying to figure out how come you're not a moderator anymore. Did you decide you didn't want to moderate? I don't know. Can you stop not moderating? Because you was a moderator, and I see on both channels now you're not a moderator. How did that happen? Hey, Natural Mermaid. Thank you. Love you too. Okay. Hey, Empress of the Trinity. How are you doing? Look, let me tell y'all something. So, first I'm going to pose a question to you all. And look, I got a little bit of work to do tonight. I've been working. Let me tell y'all, I've been working all night long up until about 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Working with the spirits and going out communing with them. That mean I'm a witch now. For a lot of people who be wondering, why she does that. You know what I'm saying? When that witch call comes, I'm gonna go out there, honey. I'm a witch that get possessed by spirits. So y'all need to know that's who I am. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not trying to do this. I am not trying to be different. You understand? I am not trying to be eccentric. Okay? I am just loving the fact that I embrace who I am. So this is what makes me appear to be to people odd, different, strange, eccentric, all these different words they throw out at me. And I'm loving it. I'm embracing it because this is probably the only chance I'm going to get a chance to live. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm suggesting to all of you all, live your best life. Living your best life is making sure that you are being who you are and you're not trying to be something, you understand, in order to have friends or be something in order to for people to approve of you, in order to, fit in. Don't do those things. Try your best to do those things that make you feel good. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you ain't going around robbing no bank, you ain't robbing nobody. You understand? You ain't got no gun in nobody head. You ain't trying to say. I'm not talking about that type of stuff, okay? Nothing sadistic. I'm just saying, if you want to go and in black shoes, witchy shoes, with curl toes, and a black witch hat on your head and a black witch dress, or you want it in white or whatever green, the brightest green they got. Do it. We do not know how much time we have. We don't know our quality of life from 1 minute to the next. 1 minute you could be on your feet, next minute you could be debilitated. Thank you, baby. You don't know. Live. Leave no stones unturned. I'm not waiting on anybody, you understand what I'm saying, to help me make a film, a short film. I'm going to make it myself. I'm not waiting on cast members. I'm all of the cast members. I'm not waiting on anyone. I'm going to make my own movies, my own films. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to make my own music, you know? And I'm encouraging you all to do so too. So if you're waiting on somebody to help you do something, I am here to tell you right now, you're wasting precious time. Go for it now. We don't know what's around that corner. Right now, I am in creation mode. The muse is here with me. You know what I'm saying? Calliope is here. Now I'm just making up a name. She's here. And I am going to do whatever I feel like I should be doing in this creative mode, because when the muse leaves, you have to wait until it shows back up again. You see what I'm saying? So, this is the period of the cycle of creation right now. You understand? And a lot of you all are going to be creating all kinds of things, because this is the way you're going to make your living, and this is the way you're going to be eating and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Most of all, I encourage love and unity. That is the highest magnetic frequency of a multi-dimensional being. Do you understand what I'm saying? In this unity, we come together, you understand, and we encourage each other to, vibrate on one of the highest. You see what I'm saying? And this is going to be needed, as we're in this very low vibrational period, our cycle at this moment. Because I mean, it's really crazy out there. We really don't know, when it's gonna, you know, flatten out. You understand? So right now it's just like going up. We haven't peaked or anything, not troughed. We don't know what's coming for 2021. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, what's around the corner? What we gonna do next? Every time you turn around, they're imposing all these new laws and stuff. Get busy, witches. Get busy, witches. Where are your candles, your powders, your incense, your charms, your dolls? Where are they? No one should be in here without any of those spiritual supplies. No one. Even if you say, Mom, I'm not a witch, I'm not a spiritualist, I'm just a spectator, I'm encouraging you right now, because something sent you here. It may be your spirits, your ancestors. They sent you here for a purpose, so that I could tell you. Understand? Get your lanterns and your light out. No witch should be in a house without a flame. The spirits recognize you by so many things, but especially by the flame. They'll keep an eye on your home. The loving, sacred spirits, even the warrior, evil spirits will watch over you. They find some liking to you. You understand? Especially if you're a hard witch with a hard life. This is why, you know what I'm saying? I am a hard witch, even though I can appear sometimes to be so, you know what I'm saying, docile. And, a lot of people get that energy from me, but it just depends on what spirit is there at the moment. But I can be a hostile witch. I've had a very hard life. Witches that have had a very hard life, we're able to execute, you understand, dark energies and manifest them faster than any other type of witch. You understand? Because I have one hand, you understand, in darkness, or one foot there in the grave and one foot here on the other side. That's the witch I am. And it's true, because I've gone through so many hardships, disappointment. Those type of witches, you want to be really careful with them. That's why during those time periods of the lynching of the witches and the Salem witch trials and the witch trials that are happening right now in West Africa, really all over the world, they used to check you for marks. Witches that have had hard lives have marks. We are marked. Birthmarks, beauty marks. You'll see them on our face. Craters in the face, scars, cuts. Though, see, to get you to that point, in a lot of witchy circles or a lot of covens, what they will do is they will scar you. A scarification will give you the rites of passage to be in these places. Many of us are born with those. But if I take you into my circle and I slash you across your face, draw the blood, and then that scar's left there, that gives the power to you. But I am not recommending you all to do that. I'm just only, well, I do need to do a disclaimer. I'm just telling you they mean something. And this is why during those trials they look for those markings. Because yes, in a lot of covens and a lot of the circles and a lot of the cults, they do scarifications, groups, sororities, fraternities. They scar you to give you the power. Share blood with one another, fluids with one another, make each other one. Once you have gone through this pain, if I send a spirit out of darkness, you got to be in a position to protect yourself. But at the same time, too, I can send spirits of protection. I'm going to let you know again, if you see a witch and she look hard, recognize that as a sign of danger. I can look at a witch and tell whether or not, if she got these blemishes on her face, okay, okay, I know how to treat this one over here. She got blemishes. Something going on over there. A bunch of moles, bunch of cuts. And ain't nobody I necessarily want to be fucking with right now. Clear faces are an indication of a lot of things that I might not necessarily be afraid of. Me as a witch, a clear face. That's why, here on social media and TV, they seek the clearest face that they can possibly find. They seek that. You know what I'm saying? Because scars are seen as something, that is not beautiful or something that is ugly or something like that. And it's a reason why a man decided that. Because a man decides what we watch. A man runs social media and TV because he knows in his innate soul what those scars, those blemishes, and those moles and those skin tags or whatever they are, those wrinkles, he know what they mean. Those are signs of a seasoned woman or a seasoned priestess or a seasoned priest or a seasoned man or a seasoned witch. Tell me something. If you see an old woman with skin tags, an old man with skin tags and moles and stuff like that, your first initial approach is to run away. Walk away, not look, to get away. Because it's something dark behind it. Now, to me, I see the beauty in it. I see the beauty in scars, the beauty in moles, and the beauty in skin tags. I see things opposite of the world. You see what I'm saying? I've been taught to appreciate all things in the world. The scorpion, the rattlesnake, all of that. I don't want to get too close to them, but I can see the beauty in all of that. And I'm encouraging you all to see the beauty in it, to see the beauty in death, to see the beauty in the dead, to see the beauty in the darkness, To see the beauty in the fangs and the vampires. See the beauty in it. Now, that it just may be me because I am a shadow dark priestess. So it may be, well, I'm by the fact that I am what you call metasexual. I will say priest and priestess. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm what you call, what there's a name for people like us. I can't even think of the name of the person who is like, I'm kind of like, and I have a very male characteristic as well as a very female characteristic, and I cannot come up with the name. I know I'm androgynous. That's what it is. I'm an androgynous woman, like Grace Jones. You understand? Very androgynous, and I think it's beautiful. I have been taught to appreciate. You understand those things that other people discard. You see? And this is what I want for you all too. This is what gives you the power. Now, I've ran my mouth a whole lot. Hey, melanated high priestess, how are you doing? And thank you for moderating. Let me go back up because I don't want to miss any of my moderators. I had missed one of my moderators because I was not looking up ahead in my chat, and that was Jackie. So I need to get her a shout out. Um, anyways, but let me get in here. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Hey. Oh, hey, Fashion Rookie. Oh, I intentionally have it blacked out, but I'm gonna be coming on screen and stuff like that. I just blacked it out. When I come back on screen, I'm gonna be outside. I'm gonna start back doing my laps and everything. I need to get back to doing a lot of walking and stuff like that in the daytime. I've been walking with the darkness here for some time, creating with the muse. And let's see. Hey, I got to get to everybody. Hey, Taylor, how you doing? Is it Taylor Red? Hey, Lisa. Hey, Desert Woman, how you doing? Okay. And I got so deep up into it. I got a whole bunch of comments I need to be reading. Hey, Matthew, how you doing? Okay, Matthew says, I've been wronged a great deal recently, and I'm having a hard time embracing my left side. But my spirits have been telling me to work in the moon and storms and sending me crows for weeks. Beautiful. Oh, that sounds so beautiful. The storms are coming. And when storms come, I don't know, for some reason, you know what I'm saying? That is the time for me to just get out there in it. Mama be in the storms and stuff. Ain't that something? I be in it. I like to collect storm water. I drink storm water, believe it or not. I will even bathe or wash my hair in storm water, and I utilize the energy from it. It's a time for us hard, dark witches. I don't know a name for it. Witches like us. You got witches of the light. You got gray witches. You got green witches. You got black witches. You got some very sadistic witches. No, Mama's not a sadistic witch. They're out there. And sadistic witches are not those. They're very morbid, and they don't necessarily come out. You're not gonna find. I don't think you're gonna find really many morbid witches on YouTube displaying anything or whatever. They're very private. These are the witches that are in the remote areas. Am I using the right word? They're in secluded areas. These are the hermits. I'm a hermit though, but I mean, when I say hermit, they are hermit. They are the ones that are living in these places. You can't find these people. You know, they may be somewhere on the edge of the swamps, somewhere living in the woods. I met one witch that lives that says she lived in the woods for 5 years. When I say lived in the woods, I'm not talking about with a house in the woods. I'm talking about she lived in a tent, and the only reason why she moved, it was her and her son, is because the game warden got him out from out of there. Y'all know a game warden is one that walks through the woods to check, make sure folks ain't setting up camp or doing anything illegal or anything like that. They don't want us to live in the woods. They want us to get houses so we can pay the mortgages, rent. Y'all know how that goes. Pay for utilities like electricity, water, whatever. We got to get away from them because we can't continue to depend on them because they're getting ready to let us down. This is where we are right now. So yeah, I'm not a sadistic witch, okay? I wouldn't say I'm a morbid witch. I may just be a gray witch, one that goes between the darkness, one that will easily be able to step back into light. I have one foot in the grave, y'all. One of my feet, my left foot is in the grave, okay? My right foot is here on the physical realm. And if a lot of people may not know what that means, but the only thing that means is that I balance darkness and I balance light. Um, So welcome. What kind of witches do we have here? Do we have witches of the light here? Because see, there are some witches of the light. They'll go back and forth. They don't want nobody to know they go back and forth, but they know they go back and forth. This is just a channel where I just talk about a lot of stuff. I don't mind sharing with you, the darkness. I don't mind. You understand? Y'all know. Matter of fact, I've been here for 12 years. I am the one that was probably one of the first witches to bring the darkness to YouTube. And I couldn't believe I was doing something like this, but it was a spirit behind it. I'm like, am I actually talking about this? This is, am I going to be in trouble? But I took a chance, and since then, this place has really grown. And I'm like, wow. I mean, like people are really taking chances, saying a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, that at one time would get you hung or get you lynched. But we doing this thing now, and I'm excited. Okay, Melanated High Priestess says, I'm a gray witch. Beautiful. Okay. Taylor says, one must embrace darkness and lightness to fulfill their scope of magic, or just so that your living ain't in vain. I would hate to go and leave here. My conscience is going to leave here, okay? My physical body will remain because my physical body is the property of the earth, okay? It's the property of this plane of existence. But my consciousness is infinite, and it does not necessarily belong to anything unless I give to it or I loan it or someone tries to steal it. See what I'm saying? So it is not a part of this physical thing. But at the same time, too, what is so beautiful about it is it exists in all realms. You see? So I don't want to leave here and say, well, wow, I should have did this, and wow, I should have did that. Oh, I could have did this, but I didn't want to do it because I didn't want people to think I was crazy. Or, man, I didn't do this right here because, I knew my family would abandon me, or I wouldn't have any friends or anything like that. What I like about it, I don't have any family or no friends, no way. It ain't nobody here but me. Me and my spirits. The only family I have is my girl over here, my dove, my black chickens, and I got one brown, by the way, and my pets. That's it. It's just me. And God day, I have nothing to lose, absolutely nothing. Now, I can lose my freedom if I decide to do something sadistic, but I'm not going to do it. I do just enough to stay free. Hello? I have even freed myself from mental slavery in a sense. Damn the church. Hello? Damn all of those who are in the church that would have anything negative to say about me. Damn you all too. I mean, it's just simple as that. You have no power or no authority over me. And you know how far to cross this line. You know not to cross it. You see, so this is my life now. I don't dance to just anybody's music because I create my own. Okay? I write music. I don't live by anybody's book like the Bible because I write my own books. I don't live in anybody else's world shit. If I have to shit, I'll create my own motherfucking world. Matter of fact, that's what I've done. I've created my own world with my own people, my own family, my own friends. You understand what I'm saying? My own characters. Y'all better start living life like this. because we don't know how much of this freedom, this little bit they have given us, we got left because we're sitting silent and allowing them right now to create so many new laws that you've never seen before in your life, in your existence. This is what's getting ready to happen to us, okay? So I want to let you all know you all need to be mindful of this. That's right. Melanie said we all can create our own worlds. That's right. Matthew said magic is creating your own realities. St. Anne says be communal with like-minded people. That's right. So y'all better think the next time you and I ain't necessarily talking about my circle. I think y'all already know about it, but people who gonna watch this later. Oh, by the way, look at the description box. The description box is where my website is. You can subscribe if you'd like to and see more videos. Okay. I have some wonderful products. Also, the books are for sale. I have the description links to get to, and I mean, in my description box, there are links to get to Amazon to make purchases and stuff like that of my books and everything. And what else I want to say? Save this video, because mine's staying processing for a minute. So save this video or put it somewhere where you can go back and watch it as many times as you possibly want to, because sometimes it's like the next day when it comes out of processing so you can watch. I'm not sure if this is a YouTube thing at this point or if it has something to do with AT&T, So it's one of those things. But a heads up, go ahead and save this video now. Share it with like-minded people. I see my is growing. My subscribers are growing in number. So hello to everybody who is watching right now. Let's see. Hey, okay. Taylor says, Mama, I want a doll from you to put on my fireplace. You're making any more soon? Okay, yes. That's what I've been doing now, because I said before this thing get down, with this get down, okay? I want every single person to have a charm, a doll, something. If you ain't getting it from me, get it from somebody. I don't want nobody without spiritual supplies. We have a place called Hoodoo Conjures Marketplace. Okay? You got to go to Facebook to find it. Hoodoo Conjures Marketplace, because I have to put it in my description. I haven't done it yet. Because it's like every time I go into YouTube and try to figure out how to do this and do that, it looks like it changes. And it's like I'm spending almost 30, 45 minutes researching how to go back and to change settings all over again. So YouTube is getting very technical to a point where you need Tubi Buddy, which is another product from YouTube software or whatever that can go in and help assist you with your channel so that you can grow it and make better content for people, so that they can want to come to be on your channel. See, so what I'm saying? So I hadn't added that yet, but there is another one. It's Hoodoo Conjures in the description box down at the bottom. But type in, when you go to Facebook, Hoodoo Conjures Place. That is a place where we're trying to get this little marketplace jump started. Melanin Dawn is our moderator there, our admin there. And she can assist you, okay? So she can assist you with that if you have products that you would like to display there. But if you just saying, hey, I just need my spiritual supplies, because I'm telling y'all, build your spiritual supplies before they do whatever they do. They may just be ready to clip the wires on the internet. We don't know. Get everything you can. Get your spiritual baths, get your candles. Stockpile. There are a lot of people who say, Mama, I'm stockpiling your floor washes, because I don't care what they say. The government can cut every motherfucking check out, all the assistance out. You got them spiritual supplies, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. I was looking at some spiritual supplies, floor washes and baths and stuff. Them damn things work. Look, let me tell you something. They work. People look at them and think, this just, You got floor washers that run away evil. They work. And the person who sent them to you, Probably sitting now wondering how come, you know what I'm saying, they in so much hot water with this, that, and the other. How come they getting thrown out? How come there ain't no food in the house to eat? If you don't throw some magic at each other or throw some magic at somebody, knowingly or unknowingly, and you're wondering why you are having troubles, it's because somebody may be reversing it. They don't know who did it because people can turn magic back around on you. So you have to choose your battles or pick your battles wisely in this game. Don't get me wrong, baby. I done had some shit thrown on my goddamn ass. What you need to know is that if you've said something negative about somebody and they didn't deserve it, it may be a time you say, well, you know what? I done probably said something about somebody negative, but spirit, you know what I'm saying? I didn't necessarily mean it that way. So you can get your body and your mind straightened out or your family straightened out. You understand? Or sometimes we just have made some bad deals with some bad spirit shit. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking us up. Everything ain't necessarily, we got to understand, nobody placing magic on us. So we need to understand that first of all. But anyways, yeah, those floor washes for jinx, for dark spirits, for bad spirits, for evil spirits, wicked spirits, to draw money, to heal your body. Man, I'm telling you, that stuff's going to work better than what they can do for you in these law offices, these courtroom systems. You understand? Accountants ain't gonna be able to draw the money that you can draw when you start using your floor washes and all of that. So y'all go out there and start buying them up. Get as much as you can, but leave save something for mama now. Don't leave mama out, okay? Okay. So, anyways, I just wanted to put that out. The powders, all that good stuff. Get it, okay? Do not exhaust a lot of your time. Look at you. You got 100% of your daily life. Okay, 100 that you can devote. I don't know, you might just say 50, I don't know. That you can devote to your work as a witch. Now, I'd hate to see you dedicating 90% of your work trying to fuck somebody else. Because when you spend that much time there on that, there's no time left in a day to manifest things that's going to support you and your well-being and your family and your friend. I want you to look at your work. Are you dedicating what, 50% to fucking folks up and 50% to prospering? 10% to prospering, 90% to fucking up, 100% to fucking somebody up. If you're devoting, I'm telling you something, fucking someone up is a last resort because that requires a lot of energy. Do you see what I'm saying? How much energy you are exhausting? I don't have to do that. I am so protected by spirits here that I do not have to spend. I don't spend time over here fucking nobody up. Why? Because I allow my spirit to handle that. You want to allow your warrior spirits to handle all of that. Don't get me wrong, honey. Mama done got fucked up over here. But it's because I didn't heed no warning. Listen for all warnings. They're going to let you know. You're going to always get a warning, y'all. This is why you don't need to be spending 100% of your time trying to fuck nobody up. Because when you're doing that, you ain't got no time to listen. It may be some whispers, bumps on the walls, doors, or whatever. Or your spirit might just come straight up and say, I had a spirit one time when I was getting ready to get fucked up. They said, Mama! And it was terrified. I heard it. And at the time, I was like, oh, I just brushed it off and said, did I hear something? Said, Mama? Like it was scared. And from there, I got fucked up. Oh, Mama done took some hits around here. I ain't gonna sit down here and tell you, but I've always bounced back up. My spirits picked me up. And you best better believe I'm gonna return to that motherfucker what it did to me. It think it's invincible. It's an African man. I ain't gonna go into detail. you know, and it let me tell you something about that situation. Since I brought that up, I do believe that I should tell y'all what went down. And there was this African person, blah 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 blah. There was this African person, blah 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 blah. He was from Guinea, Africa. Okay. Now let me tell you what's interesting in him. He was not necessarily trying to fuck me up, but the motherfucker got some strong ass motherfucking spirits with him, and then that's gonna take me to the title that's stuck on him. They own his ass like moles and shit like that. They're on him. You understand what I'm saying? And they were placed on him because he told me the story. This is the story he told me. And I was just casually talking to him because, he liked it me, but Mama did not like him. Mama was just, getting her information, doing my field work and stuff like that. I observe and I put things into my repertoire, and I record them in my book. But he was from Guinea, and he claimed he liked me or what have you until he disrespected me, and that's a whole nother story. That was just total disrespect. What he asked for, and I'm not going to even go into detail with that. So I spent about a few days and stuff like that, talking to him until he disrespected me. And he told me all about, life in Guinea and how he got over here and every single thing. And he was telling me little things about, you're a witch and this, that, and the other, and how his place see witches over there in Guinea. He says a lot of witches over there, and they do all kind of works and stuff. And he told me that he has a wife in Guinea that he still owns her head, and she can't marry anybody, she can't be with nobody or whatever because he owns her head and all of that. And said that she went to some witches and had a reading done on him, and they told her through quarry shells, because he was fascinated with the fact I had quarry shells. I always make sure every day I have quarry shells on, and how they divined and found out that he had a child in a relationship here in America and was married in America. And said that his wife's family called about it, and he said they found out through the quarry shells and all of that. So he gave me a backstory on how powerful quarry shells are and how you can use them, which I use quarry shells, believe it or not, to do some manifestation and to do readings. So I'll use quarry shells to do my reading sometimes. But anyway, that's how effective they are. But don't use them to play with them. They have power. They have spirits behind them that will fuck you up. So anyway, so we did all of that, and he's got a lot of bumps and skin tags and shit like that on his face, and a hell of a big nose. And so he gave me and my son some goat meat to eat. Now, you don't eat anything from anyone. Please don't. And I should have known better. So he bought us some goat meat, and he's like, come, taste, taste, taste. And so I took a little piece, a teeny weeny little piece, and put it on my tongue, and I ate it, and it was tough, and I didn't like it, so I held the juice in my mouth, and when I got outside, I spit it out. And my son ate a good little heap, and it didn't do anything to him. But Mama got sick. Mama got fucked up. Mama got fucked up. Now, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. This is what happened. So Mama over there and everything, like, oh, okay, Mama finna make some friends and stuff. She got a new friend from Guinea, Africa. And Guinea is not too far from where my family is from, Liberia. So they're kind of close in proximity. And so I said, okay, this is fascinating. Okay, so he'd come over and I'll go over there, but only with my son will I go. Okay? And so, and he would tell us all of these stories and stuff about the river there in Guinea and how powerful the river was. And I'm just adding to my repertoire because I live my whole life by spirits. So I love stories about spirits and ghosts and gods and goddesses and demons. And I live by that, okay? So, y'all, all of a sudden, Mama got sick. I was real dizzy. Let me get to the disrespect part that ended it all. So he takes it. He rents out this restaurant, this Chinese restaurant, late hours, and he said, "I'm gonna take you to a Chinese restaurant and all that and all that." And I said, "Okay, but my son is coming with me." He said, "Okay, I'll make arrangement for three." And we were like, they had it set up like mats on the floor and everything, and it came out with all kind of suits to start, and we had all of these little, Chinese dishes and stuff like that. I can't even pronounce the word, woutons and egg drop soup, and you can get that at any old Chinese restaurant. I miss all of that stuff, but I had all this good stuff, which shot my pressure up later on, and I had soy and stuff and all that in there, and I'm allergic to that. But it had, if you got high blood pressure, do not eat soy. But I had the sauteed veggies and stuff like that to go with it. We had an amazing time where we laughed and we had fun and all of that good stuff or whatever. Okay, when it was over with, he gave her $150. Okay, so he, my son, we're in the car together, and he started telling me about a dispute that he had with a man who had him to do some work in his store, and he didn't pay him. And he was demanding his payment, and the man still would not pay. And he said the man drew a gun on him. So he takes me over to the store. This is the place where the man wouldn't give me anything, wouldn't give me my money. Later on, I figured out what was going on. He was using me as a charm to get his money, because he later on got his money. Okay? I didn't get out anything. He just drove me in front of it. He knew what I was when I didn't know what I was. I don't know why men are so much more um, smarter than we are as women. But so anyway, that was over with and everything. So he takes us back, and my son moves the truck so he can get his car in the driveway. I'm still in the truck with him, and he looks at me and he says, because I said, "Oh, it was so nice. I was reaching for the door. I really appreciate it. Where are we going next? And everything." And he looks and he has his head down. "You're not going to sleep with me?" And I said, "What?" Now, mind you, this man admits he's married here to a woman in America, in the United States, and she had 2 strokes, and she's paralyzed, and she cannot walk and she cannot talk, and he dumped her off with her daughters. These are some of the things he told me later on. And I said, "Absolutely not." And I'm offended. Why would you think that I will sleep with you, sir? And I don't think they want me talking about this. Okay, I'll just say, I experienced the interruption. They don't want me talking about that, baby. So I said, "Well, why would you think that I will sleep with you?" I wouldn't sleep with him no way, but I'm just saying, you get this woman $150 to rent out something, and all I get is a meal. Are you crazy? And I said, besides, I'm married, and I didn't even know the get down was going to get down like this. And you see my son over here. My son is an indication that we ain't going to get this confused. Hello? And I'm married and you married, and your wife needs you over there anyways. I told him, I said straight off the bat, I thought this was all about a friendship, dude. Hello? And I said, that's very disrespectful to for you to think me as a mother. You understand that you can do me like this? Cause people hold me in high regards. No man, ain't no man. Well, since I got in my 50s, no man has never disrespected me like that and thought that I would sleep with them. I'm like, come on, get out of here with that. And so he was like, "But I really like you. I thought you was going to stay with me tonight." I said, "Nigga, please." And I got out of his truck. Look, that motherfucker put some on mama. He put some on me. Let me tell y'all what happened to me. And I was fussing. I even told my son, I said, "This man is disgusting. You would not believe And my son was like, Mama, you should know better, Mama. You know what they, like I said, my son smarter than me. He said, Mama, you knew what that man was getting at, Mama. Come on now. I said, even with you here, I would think that this man knew better. If I'm bringing my son and he said, come on, all of us can come on. Come on now. Like that. So he said, well, you need to leave this man alone, Mama, because, some ain't right about him and his house stinks. It's disgusting and this, he went on from there and everything. So, but anyways, let me tell y'all what happened to me. So I started feeling weird the next day. I was dizzy. And I didn't know why. I was just really dizzy, drunk in my head and shit like that. My son was fine. So, I know what y'all gonna say. Well, Mama, the goat might have had something in it. But my son was straight. No, the goat had something magical in it. Matter of fact, my son consumed a bunch of it. Nothing was wrong. I spit mine out. I didn't even swallow it. But these are some of the symptoms I had. So I was dizzy. So the second day, dizziness. Couldn't hardly seem to get out of the bed. Dizzy, dizzy, dizzy. So I said, something ain't right. So I went back over to this place where this person works at, and I would feel fine. Felt normal. Next day, didn't go nowhere near the place. Dizzy. And I said, whoa, why do I feel normal when I go over there to the place where this person at? Went back over there, felt normal. The person was using magic to draw me to them. Okay? Some said, go and head to the creek. The creek will get you well. So I tried to go to the creek, and then I started feeling like I was going to absolutely collapse. It had gotten real, real, real bad. So I decided to go to the doctor's office. Don't go to the doctor's office when you got magic on you, because they ain't going to find nothing. They found absolutely nothing wrong. They told me, it looks like you may have some anxiety or something like that. That's how they going to term it when they can't find it out. So this motherfucker had put some bullshit on my ass. So what it took for me to get that shit off of me, I had to go and wash my head, my body in salt. My whole entire head was salt. This man had to put the juju on Mama. Now, so you all can know, this happened 6 years ago. This is not anything that happened recently. This was 6 years ago. So be very careful what you eat. Do not eat anything from anybody. Some people may get offended. My thing was, I didn't want the person to get offended, so I ate it. I didn't eat it. I put it on my... Don't even put nothing like that. Don't touch it. Don't put it in your mouth. This man had put a powerful love spell on Mama. Some people can put such a powerful spell on you until it can make you where you can be either, tied up in a hospital where they wind up doing you some harm, trying to run all kind of tests on you, or some of this shit can have you where you lose your motherfucking mind. You don't come back. Or it can actually debilitate you, or you can actually die. So that was a lesson learned. So yes, Mama have been attacked. But that could have been avoided because that spirit had said something to me the day before I went over there. It said, Mama, it was trying to get my attention. Spend your time meditating with your spirits. Allow them to give you a heads up. Looks like I done already answered the title of this video. Let's talk. Do your spirits cross overseas with you? Y'all already answered it. She said yes. Do your spirits travel overseas with you? Is it worth it to move overseas? Will your spirits go with you and travel with you overseas? That's one question I got for y'all. Should you expect for your spirits to go to leave their native land, to go with you and accommodate you in an adopted land or a strange land or a strange world that you never lived in before, should you expect them to do that with you? Your main warrior spirits, your protective spirits, the native spirits. Look, do you think that you can come here from another country, you understand, and reside here and have the privileges of your fighter spirits to go and wage wars with enemies in a strange land that you're not born of? Do you expect them to come to those lands? You understand what I'm saying? Can they come to those lands? Ah, are the spirits of the native land territorial towards any spirits that may come from other lands? See, we always talk about the borders and stuff that are closed off to certain people, and they have to prove, they got passports or get visas in order to stay here, whatever. Is there a border patrol for spirits? Do spirits who are here native to America necessarily allow other spirits to come in and try to take control and dominion over a particular area? Okay, so this is some homework I wanted to present to you all before I go, because this is what this video was supposed to be about. Now, in that, since we've talked about that, I would love to have a session hopefully tonight, but I know I got some work I got to finish up on the dolls and stuff and everything. I would love to have a session with people who have some source information that would like to talk about it, because I'm fascinated with that particular topic as to how these spirits, just how does it look on the other side, to see that there may be some multi-dimensional spirits from other places here that may not necessarily be here. What do the native spirits who are here, what do they do in situations like that, if they do anything at all? My personal take on it is, I feel like if I was to get up and move overseas or whatever, that there may be a few spirits that dwell in me that will go with me, but I don't think my native spirits are going to actually leave. But then spirits can be everywhere in one place, maybe. But I don't think my native spirits would necessarily just get up and leave and go with me all the way to Ghana, because they're not only taking care of me, but there are some other people in my bloodline, you understand, that may have to have assistance too. But at the same time too, I know what y'all gonna say, Mama, the spirit is in one place, all places at one time. I can already hear somebody saying that. But I think that'll be an interesting topic for us to talk about, don't y'all? Kay Amore said, I think the native ancestors of America was in jail, and now they're released because now melanated people are saying they're indigenous. Hey, Oyana. Okay, Melanin Dawn said the Thunder Dog native spirit who protects. It's funny that you said that, because I was thinking about the Thunder Dog the other day. Hey, Sonya Soto, how you doing? Okay, Sultry Vibes, how you doing? Says spirits do whatever you tell them to do if they are properly fed. That's like I was telling y'all, what that man is, I can't think of his name. He's a Tata that told me, he said, if anybody ever try to throw some magic at you, feed their spirits better than the person who sent them fed them. And if you feed them better than that other person fed them, you understand what I'm saying? They become yours. I was like, wow, that's some information right there. Later on, that Tata wanted me to pay. I don't know why I be meeting some of the most dangerous warlocks around here, man. They be very dangerous. Warlocks are attracted to dark witches. That's the only thing that can handle us. The only thing that can handle witches like me of my magnitude are very dark warlocks and sorcerers, dark witches. That's it. A regular old ordinary man is not gonna be interested in coming up towards Mama because he would not be able to handle me. He would not be able to handle me because see, Mr. Willie is a warlock, and that's just about the only thing that can handle Mama right now. Is that warlock right there? But sometimes I have to get in this case though, y'all. Y'all seen where we had the little squirrel. He finally started cooperating with me. And we found the squirrel a home and everything. Everybody was really worried about the squirrel and stuff. So, because Mr. Willard was like, oh, I want that in my... I was trying to even get Mr. Willard to interact with it. He was like, I don't want to touch that thing. He kept calling the thing. I said, it's not a thing. This is a squirrel. It's a little being. So later on, he actually helped me out, and I was shocked. He sure was. He was a gentle giant to the little baby. I hope Zippy is doing okay. She told me, she said if something happened to him, she let me know. I ain't heard nothing from her. So I take that no news is good news. So I do have a soft heart. I am a nature witch all day long. I'm concerned about nature. I went to the wildlife reservation behind the house, and they were like, the girl was like scared, like squeamish when she seen it. And I was like, oh my God. I said, they just over here collecting coins. I said, they just getting this grant money and shit, man. They ain't about nothing. We don't handle those. We don't do that. Oh my God. And she was like that. We tell people to just leave. If you contact us, because they weren't answering their phone, we just tell them just leave it on the ground, let nature take its course. I said, well, why would you call yourself a wildlife reservation? Or wildlife reserve or whatever? You're not a wildlife preserve or something like that. Why would you do this? Why would you say this? And all it is just a whole bunch of trees and shit like that. And that's it. I said, so what do you all do? She didn't answer. Just say we just collect grant money. Just go ahead and say that. Now they won't let me get my hand on none of that grant money, so I can hire some people come over here and so I can make this little place I'm in right now a little rehab, I guess, for injured animals and stuff. So I can hire some staff and stuff, and injured birds and stuff like that. They come here because like now I got a feeling injured animals are gonna be coming over here to me now because of the work I'm starting to do right now. They're gonna be attracted to me. I'm finding a little bit of everything coming over here. Like, mama, help us out. I had my little two helpers, y'all. One of my dogs was trying to help it. It was barking to let me know it was out there. Because one of them had actually died. It was bigger than the other one, and it hit the ground so hard, And I guess it got some internal injuries, and it was breathing like its last little breath. So it passed away. And the little dog next door, she had a litter of puppies about a few months ago, and I guess the man sold them or got rehomed them and everything. And she tried to come over and help. She was over there looking. I said, I know you had babies and stuff, and her motherly instincts had kicked in, and she was trying to help. And that's what kept, when the second one fell out the tree, that's what kept, I guess, mom from coming out, because two dogs were down there, so it said to leave them down there so mom can come and get them. Mom never showed up because there were two dogs, standing down there, and so I had to go ahead and rescue it because it was covered in these yellow eggs, which I've found that those are fly eggs, and flies was just all over it. I'm saying it had a little bruise on its side and everything. That booger made it. So I took my time and stuff, wrapped my head up real good, because mama don't want now one of them eggs get in her head now. Hello. I wrapped my head up real good, and I washed my hands down and put on my hazmat suit and my gloves, and I took my time and I put it in a little little tiny basin and just scraped all of those little yellow eggs off of it and went inside of its ear with tweezers and pulled all of it. Its ears was loaded with maggots. So I wanted to get it to the veterinarian and see what they can do. And all the vets in my area said, "Oh, we don't handle squirrels." But on Google, it was saying if you find yellow eggs in the ear, take it to a vet. And I'm like, no, none of these veterinarians see about squirrels. So, anyways, I took my time and I became the vet. I cleaned all its crevices off and everything with Dawn dish detergent and began to administer it cow's milk and found out, oops, you don't give it cow's milk because it will kill it. So, from there, I went and got some kitten milk and started administering kitten milk. And it was, oh, y'all, it was an ordeal. It was too much. I couldn't do it. It had to be force fed. And I said, I can't do this. I cannot do it. I can't do it. And I know my spirit sometimes be testing me. You know, 'cause like one time it was a snake here, and they told me I was supposed to raise the snake and put the energy in it and have it for a pet or a companion. I don't have the energy to do that. So I said, this, and then I had these gloves on. I said, this little baby needs some intimate touch. Somebody who's not squeamish, that can put their own hands on it. I said, I'm gonna have to find it another home. So finally, there was a place that took it. It was a young lady. She was about 18. And she went and got her brothers and stuff like that. And they came and picked it up because their mom has rescued many kittens and many, yes, baby, many, you know, injured animals and a squirrel to be able to grow up and eventually the squirrel to fend for itself. So they came and they got it, and instantly it was like love at first sight with them because they held it. Whereas I'm sitting up here with my gloves on my hand, honey. They picked it up, put it in their hand, and they just started administering the milk to it and everything. I mean, everybody was in there around that baby squirrel. I said, I know you're gonna be okay, Zippy. Take care of Zippy. And I should have got y'all some footage of it before, I left Zippy, but I'm hoping Zippy do fine, Zippy. Okay, he wanted to live. He was so strong because I stayed up all night administering milk every 3 hours because it was not crying for the milk because it had fallen. See, so most of the time they start crying and let you know that they want food, but this baby wasn't crying, and the lady was telling me it may have had a concussion, so I was force feeding it until it got well or whatever. But it would scream though sometimes. Once I got that milk going, it'll scream for more milk. But it was just too much. I couldn't do it. You talking about somebody that just was so tired and sleepy from seeing about that baby. Woo, mama can't do that no more. I said, "Ooh, my goodness!" And rubbing on the tummy, trying to get it to pee. I couldn't get it to pee either. So I really got scared because if you don't rub that belly to make that squirrel pee, then they'll wind up dying and stuff like that. So they were rubbing its belly. Hopefully, they got it to pee and everything. And while I'm talking about this squirrel, yeah, Mama talking about this squirrel. So yeah. Anyways, I'm all off on a whole nother subject, y'all. Let me read the chat right quick before I go tonight. Like I said, I would love to have a panel where we can talk about spirits. You know what I'm saying? How spirits patrol and how they protect. I know they're territorial too, you know. Just don't think that you can just come up and run up on a spot. You understand what I'm saying? Because they going to defend their territory. They ain't going to let no any old body come for a spot that don't belong to them. And that'll be a great video for us to talk about if y'all would like to participate and everything. Pink Wolf, if you get this a little bit later on, I would like for you to also come too, because I've been promising that I was going to have you on the panel. I hadn't gotten to it yet. hmm So if I see a baby, okay, I see you talking about the baby squirrel, Melanie. If I see a baby squirrel walking around here in this little area, I know it's come to visit. Thank you, Devon. Devin said you gonna be rewarded generously for helping Zippy. Oh, just to hear y'all call his name and everything, I just feel so. I don't know. I love Zippy. I really do. I hate I couldn't be the one to be able to care for Zippy and just watch it grow and release it once it becomes 13 weeks out into the wild over here. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and y'all might not like me for this. I don't like squirrels. I really don't like them because, but I found myself taking care of that little baby squirrel and everything. I don't care for squirrels, okay? Because they're very destructive with them teeth of theirs. I heard that squirrels' teeth just continue to grow to a point where they have to gnaw and nibble on things to break their teeth to keep it from continuously growing. So this is why they always carving on things and shit. Man, they'll get up in your attic and tear it all up and stuff. So when I say I don't like squirrels, I'm not necessarily saying I don't like the creature. I just don't really like them around too much, and they live all up in my trees, y'all. They live all up in these trees because I have like acorn trees here. I don't say they're my trees because I know I don't own anything really, but I just say the trees in the yard. I have a lot of acorn trees over here. And so the squirrels, they just love living in there so that they can eat the acorns and stuff like that. And my pecan tree got pecans on it for a change because I put some tin on there where they cannot get up in my pecan tree no more. Unless they jump from one tree to the other tree, and then we got a problem. But I did see some pecans growing. And so I'm hopeful that they won't, get a hold to those. But squirrels can be very destructive. Matter of fact, we didn't used to even have squirrels over here. We had a host of chipmunks, but never squirrels. Cause I used to call them brown squirrels, and the little boy next door said to say, "Ma'am, those are chipmunks." And I said, "Well, I'm learning. I notice country kids know everything about wildlife and nature. Mama don't know nothing. Mama come up out from up there in the city of Birmingham, up there out of some subdivisions. I didn't know anything. I don't know much about nature, but I'm trying to learn. But I've learned a lot from these young children. A lot. They have taught me much. Okay. Did I miss anybody? Okay. That's right. Melanated High Priest says that's why my mom said always never to eat nobody's food. Ever since I've been afraid to eat folks' food. Yet my thing is, where I went wrong is trying to show him, hey, I trust your food. I would never do that again. Shame on me. I must say, shame, shame, shame. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna read all of the comments later. Okay, such to say, yes, your spirits go wherever you go because they live within. Some people cannot see or hear them, though, if they don't care enough. Ashay. Aha. Beautiful comment. Thank you. Thank y'all so much for coming out and supporting Mama with the dolls and everything. I mean, the response has been remarkable. Remarkable. I did not realize that people would be interested in them. And just to see people just grabbing them and the pins and the dolls, I am floored. The latest one I had put out was called the Priestess of the Dead. I had much so many downloads and information, you understand, given to me from source when I created her. And I'm not lying, I'm not telling you no lie. When I was making her, she started whispering. I don't know if y'all ever heard the whispers. You can't necessarily locate where they're coming from the back of you, the side of you, below you, above you. You know what I'm saying? The left side, the right side. And you just don't know where that whisper comes from. But I heard a whisper when I was saying, I said, you are trying to communicate with me. And so I put her up on I put her up on social media. Y'all, she was gone within 30 minutes. Somebody bought her. I was like, wow, thank y'all so much for supporting Mama and her cause and her efforts to. I'm here to. My mission is here. My calling is here to help us, embrace and to follow our instinct and listen to our guides and our ancestors and our spirits to go back to ancient practices. That's what I'm here for. Whereas they're telling you there is no such things as spirits and no such things as disincarnates, and there's no such thing as anything beyond this place. There's no such thing as life beyond death. When it's lights out. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as, you know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as darkness. There's no such thing as, what they tell us. I'm here to tell you. My mission is to tell you that it's real. You should be protected at all times. Because going back to these dark ages, which we are going to, and they weren't as dark as you think they were. You understand? These people had supernatural abilities and stuff like that we've lost, that we are going to reincarnate to possess once again. So that's my call. And every time you purchase a doll, you understand what I'm saying? You're allowing me to be able to remind myself what I came here to do. And I said, my calling with the dolls is so much more fulfilling than anything at this moment right now. I find myself only wanting to do the dolls, and I do necklaces and stuff. I did a necklace and everything, and I was indicating that they were coming soon, and everything. And somebody actually bought that from me, right then, right then. Mama, I gotta have that necklace. I was just doing it as an experiment. My Yamaja, or Yamoja, necklace that I had did, and I actually did take it to the ocean. I sure did. I took it to the ocean and gathered up some sand and all of that and everything. And so that piece right there got spirit in it and everything, and somebody bought it. Yeah. And so I got a lot of people, I have a lot of people who are saying, Mama, I want you to make me a doll. If you all want me to, like, you can put your order in and I can start it, or you all can just wait as I create them and just buy them like that, like an auction or something like that. You just go ahead on and get it. It's like first come, first serve or whatever. We can do that right there. I don't know what to do. But I have had people who saying that they want. I have two people that want that priestess of the dead doll. They want it. Well, somebody already bought it, and I'm getting ready to package it up to send it out. But two people want that doll right now, and so they're one of a kind. I cannot guarantee that that doll is going to look exactly like the one that the lady bought. I can't guarantee that, but I can get as close as I possibly can to it. Mine's are one of a kind. They are original. These are not cast in no mold or anything like that. Because some people, what they do when they have a broad production, they'll just get a mold and just reproduce. These are not run of the mill. These are custom. These are customed and they are authentic. Okay. So, anyways, I'm gonna make some miniature ones for people who may not necessarily have the funds to say, well, Mama, I want that big one. You know what I'm saying? So they can be. I can make smaller charm dolls. They can be smaller. Matter of fact, the bigger ones would sell more small charms than anything. That's what I learned when I worked in a gallery. The gallery owner said your larger paintings may not sell, but it will sell a whole lot of small ones. And I'd be doggone if he wasn't right. Which a lot of people don't get larger paintings anyways, because larger paintings require more wall space, and some people just want to collect a lot of small ones and stuff like that, because a large painting ain't gonna let you put a whole bunch of paintings in there. It takes up all the room on the wall. But anyways, y'all know me. I get to rambling. Y'all, I'm rambling. Y'all, I can talk for a minute too. I'm in the chat, y'all, reading. Saint Anne, I agree with you. I agree. Saint Anne said black candles can be dangerous. A lot of witches won't even touch a black candle. See, a lot of people think like black candles ain't no big deal. It's just a black candle. I don't believe in none of that. You don't have to believe. I got a cousin that tells me I don't believe in none of that. I don't believe in it. Then that make you a very good candidate, or you may just be a good volunteer for somebody to throw some magic at you. So when you say you don't believe in something, that don't mean it don't believe in you. And you'll be the main one running back and forth to the doctor's office trying to see what's ailing you. And they can't come up with nothing. And eventually they will kill you in them doctor's offices. They will give you something lethal in there. You got a lot of people keep going in there. The doctor done said we can't find nothing. But they determined to let them do whatever they can, exploratory surgeries and all kinds of medicines. And see, that's when you're getting into trouble right there. Letting them do all this picking and the probing, and before you know it, you're in trouble. Now, I'm not talking about people who are in severe pain, because when you're in severe pain, that's something else right there. When you're in pain, you got to go to the doctor's office. You got to get whatever they can to remedy that pain, because I'm telling you, I done had some pain. I done had some pain with these teeth. Do you hear me? So I'm not talking about pain. I'm talking about little things like, I've been a little dizzy, and my heart been kind of racing, and, little odds and ends, low energy, or, I wound up and I got this here cobweb effect like design on the side of my face. Them type of thing. And you go in there and the doctor say ain't nothing wrong. And you just insistent on keeping on going over there. When you get through with them, or when they get through with you, it's gonna be something wrong with you. They gonna make something wrong. And they think they're gonna want you on one of their studies, medications. So now they studying you and stuff like that on this medicine and that medicine, because you say I got fibromyalgia. You're just making up. They're making up terms and stuff from us just being just purely lazy. You're just lazy as hell. You understand? You're overeating, and they got something for that, and a name for that, and you're not eating, so you're emaciated. They got something for that. So you got to be real careful. Some of this stuff is work, somebody's work, and you don't necessarily need to be going to a doctor. They maybe need to go to a witch doctor, someone who does alternative medicine, somebody who does Reiki, somebody who does, you see what I'm saying? Energy healing. So you can get to the heart of what's going on. A lot of us, some of the things that we have had it in other lifetimes. How come every time I come here, I'm on the bottom? I ain't never got no money. You see what I'm saying? Can't do this, can't do that. I ain't got the privilege to go here, go there, whatever, because it's some deals that maybe have been signed before you got here. Some deals going on in the last lifetime. Some ailments that you had in lifetime, they follow you over here to this lifetime. You got to get to the heart of that. And I'm telling you, we need to start using these medical doctors only for like last resorts. Our medical doctors should be in place for, like mama got to go and get the blood pressure pills. Okay, now I'm just going to go because mama ain't found out what was going on with that yet. Like I say, it's inherited and all of that. But, Mama knows she got to go and do that because Mama did 6 months of herbs and supplements and shit and ran into trouble. I have to stay on my pills. Um, if you're not willing to change your lifestyle with your food and all this other stuff like that, you got to be on the pills. Pills are just like a band-aid, but really and truly, it takes just a lifetime a food change really to control that pressure. You damn near have to become a vegetarian because sometimes the lipids and meats keep your pressure up, but that's a whole nother story. It could be an array of things, but I'm just saying, use your doctor's offices for things that are very relevant, not for little small amount of things and stuff like that. Oh, I've been depressed. And, oh, I just ain't been feeling like doing that. Oh, I can't do this and I can't. It's little things like that. Don't you get your spiritual supplies. Remember I told y'all that? Light a white candle. Light a pink candle. Light a light blue candle. Smoke some incenses. You may have something in your house. You may have an attachment on you. Doctor can't see that. See what I'm saying? So, this is a wonderful time for us. And it's definitely a wonderful time for you artists out there. Because you can create art that can heal people. And when I do my dolls for people, you best better believe I do something for me too. I got so many dolls up in here. Mama got the swamp doll here, right here by her bed. Mama goes to sleep with the swamp doll right there by her. What you call right there? Stacked with herbs. Mama got so many different your Moja dolls, Oya dolls, all kind of dolls. I'm surrounded by dolls. So when you're creating your art, make sure you create something for yourself too. You don't want to sell everything and you ain't got nothing for yourself. Okay? Kind of reminds me of that gallery owner. I would create him little gifts and stuff and he would go and sell it. You know what I'm saying? I made a doll for you. Oh, this is so pretty. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. And then next thing I know, I come in there looking for the doll. Doll gone. What happened to the doll? The old lady just had to have it, so I sold it. Can you get me another one? I bet y'all won't do that no more. That man was pimping my ass. Honey, dude was pimping me. Y'all, let me go and get up out of here. And I done got to rambling now. Hey, Tiffany, how you doing? Hey, Lady Gemini. Hey, Hecate, how you doing? Hey, Altamara, where you been? Hey, Michelle, did I speak to you? So y'all need to know I'm going to read all these comments, okay, later. Yeah, Kay, Kay says, I think doctors are some dark witches. They are witches. They are witches that work for Big Farm. You understand? That work for Big Daddy. Same thing. And they do have they have spirits, that reside over their work. Let me give you an example. I want to talk to y'all about something. Let me tell you something. I can have a wound on my body. And I could be trying to get it well and dress it. And I could run into a bit of trouble like it ain't going to get well. So I can go to one of them witches over there at the hospital. And just the fact that, okay, they rub the wound and put something over, it'll recover. But I'm like, I did the same thing. Why is it working when they do it? and it ain't necessarily working when I'm doing it. It is because they have spirits that work with them. Look at that little thing next time on their shoulders, especially like a doctor. They have like this staff with a snake crawling up it, which is sort of like a sigil. And under that thing, that thing that is worshipped by them, that it backs their work, it protects them, it also gives them the healing power to do what they do. I brush my teeth, and eventually I got to go to a dentist that can go in there and do what they do. And it's like, oh my God, my teeth are so beautiful. What are they doing that I'm not doing? You know, I know what y'all gonna say. Well, Mama, they doing all, they got the equipment and this, that, and other. But I'm still saying this right here. You can feel hopeless at your house, like I'm not gonna live, I'm not gonna make it, and you go to the hospital and come out of there, you restored because they have supernatural forces of their own. And where there's a whole lot of people in agreement, then you're gonna get a whole lot of power. You see what I'm saying? So I agree. They're dark witches up there inside them hospitals. There you are. And just like the churches and stuff, I don't care what they say about the churches and stuff. How church people tell me how they bind it. I bind witchcraft, and I call on the authority to do this. That's witchcraft. All of y'all witches, and your pastor is a warlock. It's called Christian magic. I was listening to a woman that, and I really love this lady. I really love her work and stuff like that. I was listening to her. She was saying, y'all let me know if I should say something. I'm not, I ain't gonna say nothing about this shit. Because they know the magic they practice. But people were throwing a lot of hate and shade. And this Christian woman said, y'all better be careful. Touch not thy anointed. And she said it with confidence because she knows the power of the church and the power of when there's more than two gathered, or if two are gathered, she knows the power. It's sorcery. In 2 weeks, something bad can happen. That's sorcery. So the church is nothing but dark forces. If you get on a bad side, because and on the only difference between you and the church is you are a solitary witch. And it's very difficult for a solitary witch to ward off the wickedness of many witches that are gathered. So if I'm a solitary witch undergoing some type of spiritual warfare with a church, which many times I have been, but I got a cold for of witches, and that's the only reason why I'm still standing. Because I had a lady tell me from California, she said that they had, when I made it rain, they had it on a film, a big old film screen in a church. The man was displaying my witchcraft in the church. She told me, at her church. And she said that's how she found me. Somebody had took it to the church. But I'm protected over here. So you got to realize it's going to be a lot of stuff thrown at you if you display that you got them type of supernatural powers. Because, see, I have power with I can't say over but with the elements of wind and storm and rain. Because my mom is Oya. That's my parent. Some of you all may be the child of, and these are names. These are African names that have been given to them, like Oya, Shango. All of it originated from Africa. That's the origins of it. But some people may just call it, hey, the wind and the rain, the elements, the fire. You may call it Shango in African terms, but somebody else may say Thor. So these are elements with human names. Thank you, baby. That's basically what it is. But so when you start displaying these supernatural forces, the fact that you have favor with these forces and stuff, people are gonna be at you. I have a lot of people that try to throw magic at me. But then at the same time, too, I'm a mirror, so all I have to do is show you your reflection, which the magic just goes back to you. It just bounces back to the person. So these people are not necessarily throwing magic at you because you've done something to them. They throw magic at you because they are jealous of you. When people talk about you and insult you, it's showing you that you're doing better than them. When people are doing good and they're being blessed, they don't talk about other people because they're enjoying their blessings. But when people are talking about you constantly, it's because you have something that they know they'll never get. This is what causes jealousy, and they got candles out there for that too, y'all. For envy and jealousness and malice and all of that. They got candles for that. Sometimes you got to get some of those aboard. Because if you're blessed by the best, people don't want to see you doing good because they're not doing too well. Like this young lady in the church and stuff, and some people were not giving her well wishes for the fact that she was doing real good, and she had to say, wait a minute now. I'm a witch over here too in the church. You better bag up and be careful. And a lot of people were jealous. A lot of people are jealous of her and jealous of her success and all of that. And so she's got to be in a position to deal with the attacks. They do have candles out there for that. They do have powders and all that type of stuff for that. Bath washes and stuff. Because a lot of people don't like to see people with things, like nice houses, nice cars, a happy family, because they don't have it. Oh, she makes me sick. Every time I turn around, she always getting nice clothes and shoes. She get on my nerve. I hope she lose it. That's a form of witchcraft. And if that person that you saying, I hope she lose that stuff, got the angels in place, you can get hurt. And then next thing you know, you get some type of spiritual attack, and you be like, dang, how'd that happen to me? Somebody doing some work on me. Y'all, I gotta go. I hear my dog barking, and I need to go on out there and see what them boys out there doing, okay? Hey, Sapphire Crystal, how you doing? Okay, so I'm finna go, and I appreciate having y'all. Hopefully tonight we'll start up. Hey, Alicia Simmons. I got to make sure everything is okay, y'all, okay? Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. Hey, marijuana community. How you doing? Just want to make sure. And thank you, Melanated High Priestess, for moderating for me. Thank you so much. And I am out.